Yo guys, we're back for another episode of our career mode on FIFA 18 with Paris FC. Starting today's episode off as we are in 7th at the moment, playing very well. To be fair, we've just come out of that bad run of form we was on earlier on in the season, and we've really started to string some wins together and really started to get back our form that we started the season with. It's really going well. A lot of the players have started to come into their own again and really started to put in some good performances, and hopefully we can carry that on in today's episode. As we start today's episode off with a game against Nimes, I believe. As you see, they come forward, get the cross in, but luckily for us, he heads the ball just wide of the post. Luckily for us, it was decent defending for the fact that I think the defender put him off a bit there, just running in front of him. If it had gone in the back of the net, then I probably would have said it was absolute terrible defending for the fact that he didn't jump for the ball at all. But luckily it does go wide, and we come on our first attack of the game with Ferrat down the right hand side. He puts the ball in, but the keeper makes the save, which is unlucky for us. It was a nice shot there from Ferrat at his near post, but I think it was a bit too close to him, and it was basically straight at him, and he got the save off. And means that the scores remain at 0-0, but they get a cross in there, as you see, but we come on a counter attack, which was absolutely brilliant here. As you see, it's pretty much a 2-on-3-4 at this point. Then it comes to a 3-on-2, and we play it out wide. St. Louis down that left hand side, and he does what he does so absolutely brilliantly and has done all season, and scores another goal for the side with an absolutely brilliant finish across the keeper's, basically across the keeper's body there, and he finds the back of the net to make it 1-0 at this point with a brilliant finish. Like I say, he's been doing so well at doing that throughout the season so far, where he's literally just ran down that left hand side. This time he didn't cut inside, but he does that well as well. And he finds the back of the net, and that is his 11th goal now of the season. He's played very well so far. As they come on their attack and try and get themselves back into this game and try and get themselves back level, they're whipping across, and it goes. I don't know how he missed that. Castillo should have done better there. Should have done a hell of a lot better there. As you see, it was straight across goal. He was pretty much 5 yards out, and he should have found the back of the net there. At least put the ball on target, but he didn't do so. And luckily for us, it stays at 1-0. But we do come on another attack here, trying to get ourselves in a more commanding position and try and sort of settle ourselves a little bit. As you see, we play a brilliant ball through, and Maya smashes the ball into the back of the net to make it 2-0 with a brilliant finish into the top left corner. There was no way the keeper was saving that one. It was straight into that top left corner. There was so much power behind the shot, and he found so much space between the centre back and the left back. With ease, he just smashes it across goal, and it ends up in the back of the net. And like I say, there was no way the keeper would get into that one. It was too far across him, and it ends up in the back of the net. And he started to string some goals together. I was slating him at the beginning of the season and a few games ago, because he hasn't been doing as well as I should have hoped he would have. But he started to come into his own a little bit more in these past few games, and he started to get a few goals together as well. So hopefully he can carry that on for the rest of the season, as there's not that many games left really. I believe there's only around 10 or 12 games left, I think, at this point. And really, we are getting to the closing ends of the season now, and it's really looking tight. As we come forward on the 45th minute, just before half time, we find another gap, and it is Alame who runs straight through the centre of their defence and bangs it into the back of the net to make it 3-0 now. And like I was saying at the beginning of the episode, what a turnaround this has been. Honestly, I don't understand what's changed or anything, and I don't know if it is or not, because we did start winning a couple of games before we joined, but Pereira seems to be a big boost in this side. He's keeping out so many shots, and I don't know if you know it as well, notice the people that actually play FIFA and that it seems like certain players, if you play them in the team, it sort of boosts the team a little bit. And I don't know what it is, but he seems like one of them players, and he's really brought something to it. And Alami's started to string a few goals together. He has done so well with them all season. As you see, he takes another shot there, but that one just goes over the bar. It was a very nice shot there from Alame, but it does just go high and wide pretty much. It would have been a fantastic finish if it went in the back of the net. And he's been one of our star players this season. He's scored so many goals, but since we've started coming on this run of form, he's started to score even more goals, and I'm absolutely loving him at the minute. But they come on an attack to try and get themselves back into this game, even though there's pretty much no point at this point in the game. As they get down that right hand side, they take a shot, and somehow we keep the ball from going in the back of the net there. I don't know how. The keeper made a brilliant save, turns it onto the post, it comes back, Pereira's pretty much completely out of the way, and Bong somehow gets in front of the shot and makes sure that they still stay at 3-0. And honestly, I don't know how he does this. As you see here, that was a very nice shot, but that was unbelievable how good we did to get on the line there and get in the way of that shot, and I was so happy when I saved that. But in the 90th minute, we come forward, hit the score at 3-0, we come down that left-hand side, St. Louis whips a ball in, it was going towards Meyer, he couldn't quite get there, the defender gets in the way, but we do win the ball back. Meyer gets into the box, takes the shot, but the keeper makes a good save there. It was a nice piece of play. Meyer probably should have copped himself a couple of extra goals in this game. For how well he was playing, he was getting many shots off, getting himself into really good positions, but he couldn't quite find himself that second goal. And that does mean that we do win that game 3-0. And like I say, what a turnaround this has been from how badly we were struggling to even get a point out of each game. And now we're actually getting 3 points on a regular basis. He's absolutely unbelievable. And I just want to say, if you've made it to this point in the episode, I'm sorry about all the banging in the background. It's my neighbours are having some work done, and I can't exactly tell them to stop, even though I'd like to. But still, we'll carry on with this anyway, as Sosha didn't actually start doing this work until I actually started recording this episode, else I wouldn't have actually started recording it. But as you see, that win boosted us from 7th in the league up to 3rd, which is unbelievable, honestly. How we've done that, I don't know. Well, at this run of form that we've been on, the really good run of form we've been on, we started down in 12th, and now we're in 3rd. It shows how tight the league is, but it also shows how well we've done to fight our way back as we start this game against Sosha. And really I love this team. I love the team that we're playing against. It is a very good team, and but we're hoping to get one over on them in this game. As you see, they get on their first attack of the game where they come forward, they get into the box here, they take a shot, but luckily for us it goes just wide of the post. It wasn't the best of shots. He should have probably done a bit better. I think he probably could have took a touch. If he took a touch outwards towards the edge of the box, then I reckon he would have actually beat the 2 defenders, and it would have been pretty much an open run on goal for him. But luckily he didn't decide to do that, and the scores remain at 0-0. But look at that for a piece of shabby defending, and it is Ibua Cisse. We've brought him in this game again, and Ibua Cisse, honestly, he's been playing better than Maya has all season. I absolutely love playing with him, and the only reason why I don't use him in more games is for the fact that he hasn't got enough stamina. If he had a good amount of stamina, at this point he is a 62 rated striker. And he's scored nearly the same amount as Maya has all season so far. And he's played a lot fewer games. And honestly, if he's playing this well at this point, a 62 rated player, I can't wait to see him. If I can get him to like a 70 plus rated player, I can't wait to see him perform at that level, because honestly he's been so good this season since I've started playing him. But we do get on another attack here. Ferrat tries to whip a ball in, it doesn't quite work out. It gets put out, but we give the ball back into Cisse. He takes it round 3 defenders and puts the ball in the back of the net to make it 2 for him and 2 for us, for the team in this game. And honestly, he was on fire. He was being like the target man. Everyone was giving the ball to him whenever they could. Like I say, taking the man out there and then outpacing the winger, their left back, and putting the ball past the keeper into the back of the net to make it 2 goals to us and 2 goals for Cisse in this game. And honestly, I really need to start playing him in more games and having more faith. The only reason, like I said, is because he hasn't got enough stamina, and because I see him being 62 rated, it kind of makes me not want to play him. But when I do, I absolutely love using him. He is so good on the ball. And we go forward again, and it won't even let me finish a sentence now because we are on a roll, and that means we are now 3-0 up in this game. With honestly, we was absolutely destroying this team. And how I was saying about how much I love Socha, they were getting absolutely crunched in this game. They were doing, every time we came forward, we looked like scoring goals and nothing. I just can't believe the turnaround in this tide, in the tide at this point, because of how badly we was playing. And I thought, here we go, we just finished our season in that run of form. But now we're 3-1 up, because they get that goal, which was an absolutely unbelievable finish. And he is a player I'd definitely like to sign in this summer transfer window. Kalulu, I don't know if it's the same player that used to play at Chelsea, because the last place I knew him to play was in a Dutch team, I believe it was. Vitesse, I think he played for. I think it was someone like that anyway, and I really wanted to sign him before. In the last FIFA, and I've just noticed when I played this game, I noticed he was playing here. And like I said, I don't know if it is the one that used to play at Chelsea, but honestly, with that kind of finish on the wing, we've got a brilliant finishing winger as we've got St. Louis, but I really want to bring in someone else as well. But anyway, we'll go into this attack. As you see, we get on another attack. Moments later, straight from kickoff, we find our way into the box. Bougerine turns his man, plays the ball outside of the box to try and give herself a bit more of breathing space. Ibua Cisse passes it into Bougerine, who turns his man and puts the ball in the back of the net to make it 4-1 now. And honestly, the team was absolutely going rowdy at this point. That means now Ibua Cisse in this game has 2 goals and an assist to his name. For a 62 rated striker, I ain't bothered with what anybody says. But honestly, that is unbelievable. And Socha I class as one of the better teams in the league. And honestly, we was just running them ragged here. And Bougerine has been playing very well as well. I've got to give it to him. Whenever I've played him, he's played very well. And I've really enjoyed using a lot of the players that are in this side. Even though we did go on a very bad run of form, it seems like some of the lower rated players were getting in better positions. And they've started showing it even more when we've been in this good run of form. But anyway, they get a shot off there. It was a very nice shot, and somehow he nearly got that on target. Couldn't quite do so. It was quite a looping shot, but it goes just wide of the post, and that is how this game ends. It ends 4-1, and honestly, the way this team has turned around the form is unbelievable. When you think we were struggling to get wins, and now we're getting wins on the bounce every game pretty much. I'm absolutely stunned. But that is the end of today's episode, guys. Thank you for watching. If you like, please leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and peace.